put in a darker value here at the base of the leaves. Brush mix a little bit here. Okay. And I'm going to bring that up here to the center. And there we go. Kind of got out of where I wanted to be. Soften that. And I'm going to bring it up around the edges also. Now I'm going to go use my rule of 2. And I'm going to go back into the medium. And I'm going to put some lights right here. Okay, and then soften all the hard lines away. I think I'm going to have to shut the door, or else we're just going to be listening to the dark night. I'm going to use my mop to do that. Okay. So, let's move on now, then. This pretty much, I hope, can show you how we can use value to set things forward and back, and the rule of 2 is what we use. And then I'm going to come over here, and we're going to paint this leaf. So, I'm going to put some extender on. And blot it so that I don't have too much. And then I'm going to put my medium value in again. So that I have something to blend into. Now, one other way of doing this also that I've found a lot easier is to put this base coat in with good coverage, a solid base on there to work with. And so that's dry, so I'm going to put my extender back on again. Do it lightly. And then we're going to go back in and put that medium base coat on again, so that we can still blend wet into wet. So now we have our dry base coat on, our extender, and we have our wet base coat on, so that we have something to blend into. Okay, at the base of the leaf, it's usually the darkest. So let's follow our rule of 2 and then just go down to go down 2 steps to our dark. It gets a little bit too wet. Okay, and I'm going to put my base in there, and I'm going to use my mop to soften the lines. I'm also going to go ahead and pull it down the center so that there's some shadow for my vein lines. I'm not going to go all the way to the end. I'm going to come back with the mop and do the same thing. Don't forget to wipe your mop. Okay. Now because I'm after a cylinder shape, then I'm also going to come here and bring some dark on my edges. Now see, you can see the leaf already kind of beginning to turn because you see a light area right here. So let's go and do the same thing on the other side. I'm just barely pulling it in from those edges. And I'm going to stop right here. I'm not going all the way down this time for a little bit of variety. Let's soften. So you can see that we've got some light areas, and that's the part where the leaf is pulling up towards us. Because this is the cylinder. We have the dark where it's away from us, and then the light where it comes up to us, and then dark where it recedes again. Same thing here. Dark on the bottom, light on the top, dark on the bottom. Okay. Now, I'm not cleaning my brush, and but I do want to finish with the darks, so before we go to the light. So I'm going to dip my brush in the dark, in the black, and a little bit in the dark gray, and mix those so that we have a darker value, but not a total black. And then we're going to come back and get this darker yet, but we're not going as far as we did the first time. Come back in with the mop and just kind of smooth that a little. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is nature. Okay, we've established the center of our leaf now, right here. Okay. So now I'm going to neutralize my brush by going back into the little lighter gray. It's the medium gray. And I'm just going to work that in, pinch it out, and we've neutralized our brush. So let's go in with the medium. And so let's start to put some light in here for the part where the leaf is rolling up toward us. And I'm also going to put it on the edge right there. Okay. Soften.